Alright, so the Medusa buff is looking pretty dang solid, and I feel like this fight is the best opener for this video because it pretty much tells you everything you need to know about this buff. So as you can see, some things just haven't changed. She's still got the Fury buffs, she's still got the armor breaks on the mediums and the SP1, but once we inflict this armor shatter, something does change a bit. So as you can see, once we inflict the armor shatter, we get that true accuracy buff, and that is really nice, and that is great for like Red Skull, great for like evade champions. She's gonna have a lot of use versus those type of characters. And one thing to note as well is her max stacks for her Fury buffs are now 6 without any synergy. And yeah, her damage output, yeah, she's a pretty fun, like she's always been very fun, right? But she is really good damage wise, and her utility got a massive upgrade as well. So now let's jump into Battlegrounds real quick. We got this arcade fight in the rich get richer meta, so Medusa does benefit very well from this meta since she does have a plethora of buffs, and like with her awakened ability, she gains that extra true accuracy. So yeah, very good stuff for this meta. And now we're just gonna full send it. So here I drop the relic, we have the power gain from the node, I go for the SP2, and look at this damage output. Just a thing of beauty, and the fight's done. Like, that's it. Such a clean fight, such a fast fight. And also shout out to Karima for helping me with this. We both got Medusas ascended, so yeah, it was a fun time just like testing Medusa out in certain matchups. And yeah, now I got this Red Skull fight here. This is the crit me meta. Crit me with your best shot. One of the most wild metas out there, to be honest. And yeah, Medusa, she doesn't need the bleeds because her base damage output is really strong still. So yeah, here he drops the SP1. Keep in mind with the awakened ability, we just counter that completely, so we are absolutely chilling. Go for the relic, and yeah, what the heck was that, man? Like what was that? I got no words for that. And now we got this rank 3 Omega Sentinel. Let's see what we can do here. So with crit me and with like some nodes in general, Medusa reduces the ability accuracy of robots by 100%, right? But for some reason, that ability accuracy reduction also counts for like beneficial effects such as the precision from crit me with your best shot. So yeah, that's not fun. That's an obvious drawback to like this ability, but to be fair, it's like 99% positive and 1% negative. So yeah, she's chilling. That was such a clean fight. And now I got some gauntlet fights here. And keep in mind, this has been Medusa by herself this entire video. And with synergy, she gets even crazier. With the Inhuman Royal Trinity, you get like the extra Fury potency, you get the extra attack rating. It is really good stuff. But now she doesn't need any of that, right? Like, she is still really good by herself. So now Vision is shut down completely. Like, there is nothing he can do. So now it's just like do damage, get the fight done, and then you're chilling. So let's just do that. And the mediums are hitting very hard. Like, let's see, what are the mediums hitting for? Can we crit? Okay, there we go. 22,000. Pretty solid stuff there, right? Here I dropped the SP2. I could have gone for the SP3, but I just opted for this instead since, yeah, the fight's like pretty much almost done. Like, we're kind of getting there, so may as well just drop the SP2 for the faster finish. Here I drop another SP2, some more beautiful crits, and yeah, this girl is a really good DPS now. It's great. And yeah, the fight is now over. Pretty good stuff. That was like what, under a minute for a gauntlet fight? A minute, like a minute flat. Okay, sure, that's still very good, by the way. Yeah, now let's check out this Mcoc fight. And before the buff, she just couldn't do this fight that well. Like, probably couldn't do it at all, to be fair. But now with the buff, she has that true accuracy, which just completely shuts down Mcoc. So yeah, it's honestly a very interesting change for Medusa, because I wouldn't have expected her to get like that type of upgrade, because she doesn't feel like a true accuracy type of character to me for some reason. But hey, I mean, like, I won't complain about it, obviously. But now the true accuracy is up, which is perfect, and it is now go time. So Mcoc right here should be going down pretty quickly now that we have our armor shattered up and our Furies maxed out. But this Mcoc has like 900,000 health. He is a beefcake and a half. So if it takes a bit longer, then that's perfectly fine. It's fair enough, right? So here I dropped the SP. Do I drop the SP2? Guess it's a mystery. Let's see. Am I gonna drop it? Place your bets. I don't drop it yet. I get hit by the SP1. I don't know if you betted on that, but it did happen. But I think I'm going to go for the SP3 here then, because it's a longer fight and I want to have that armor shattered up for the entirety of the fight. So yeah, it does make sense. It is the right play call for sure. What's not right is getting hit by that twice, bro. Oh my god. Can I not dex that SP1? Jeez. But anyway, the fight's still going pretty good, so it is what it is. And even if you get hit with Medusa, like, first of all, she can get the auto block, right? But the big thing is, now that she has 6 fury buffs, whenever she auto blocks to save you, she only loses half her furies. Before that, you had to like sacrifice all of them, which was very frustrating, like really frustrating. But now that like she has those 6 fury buffs to play with, it really isn't that bad to like sacrifice 3 to not take a ton of damage. So yeah, very good upgrade there. And now we got some Alliance War footage. That's pretty cool for like a first showcase of this character, right? So we got this Path 3 Venom, and yeah, this is Venom. This Venom got like an upgrade, right? With like his model. He got his toes out now. That is crazy in this economy, but anyway. Yeah, we got this Path 3 rank 3 Venom, and the node here is basically whenever he has an armor up, if you hit him, you get power burned and you get special locked. But once we have the armor shattered active, he cannot do anything. So yeah, it's a pretty safe fight, I want to say. Here I want to belt the SP1, which we do right here. We go back in, drop the SP2, and yeah, very easily closes out the fight. So very good stuff from Medusa. And yeah, for Alliance War, that's like honestly pretty dang good. I think that this character will have use in Alliance War for sure. Probably for like only Path 3 and maybe some Hazard Shift fights, but like that's still something, right? A lot of characters just do not work for Alliance War, and I could see her like doing pretty good. So now we have this Vox fight, and I played it so wrong, but it's whatever. So what I did wrong is I used the SP1. I should have just kept on doing medium and letting the nullify damage that he takes do all the work. But now that I have the armor shattered up, I can't inflict the armor breaks anymore. And Vox has plus 300% ability accuracy to his armor ups, which I'm pretty sure cancels out Medusa's armor shattered. I'm not too sure, but I didn't want to risk it, so I was just like, okay, I just will not, like, I won't go for mediums anymore. So now I'm not doing that, and I'm just letting the light attacks do the work. And then I drop the SP2 and the fight is over. So yeah, not too shabby. Well, the fight's almost over. We get some more mediums going, and there we go. Fight's done. She's going to be very good for Path 3. And it's not like Path 3 is a market that needs saving, right? Like you have Gladiator who just crushes Path 3, but it's always nice to have alternatives. So yeah, Medusa should be pretty good there. And to close out this fight, I'm going to showcase her against Labyrinth Star-Lord here by herself. This is Medusa at base taking on one of the higher health pools in this game. And while this fight goes on, because yeah, it's going to be, I'm going to have to try to find ways to make the commentary go smoothly while this 3-minute fight plays out. Spoiler, sorry. But yeah, I want to talk about Medusa for a bit because I haven't really told y'all this, but you know, you see like Medusa and you think of like Cat Murdoch, Brian Grant as like the super fans. Did you know that Medusa was my second ever 5-star character? And did you know how I got Medusa as a 5-star character? I sacrificed 15,000 shards to get her. I had one 5-star at the time. It was so dumb to use 5,000 extra shards to get my second 5-star and like, you know, hope it's Medusa. But I was like, you know what, this character looks so cool, I need to get her. So I got her, and she was my second ever 5-star champion, and I had to buy a whole dang featured for that, but it was so worth it because she is such a cool champion. Medusa is like one of my all-time favorites. Like current favorites, she's definitely up there, but she's not like as, you know, as up there as before, but she's still super dang cool, man. And a quick note here about this fight, so whenever she drops CSP3 while Armor Shattered is active, she gains this Fervor buff, right? And what this does is it guarantees that her light attacks will inflict a bleed. Because one thing changed with MEDUSA with her bleeds, and what changed is she no longer has to crit to bleed. It is just a 50% chance on her light attacks at all times, or like while the Armor Shattered is up at least. So yeah, the Fervor buff is pretty massive because it guarantees a light attack bleed whenever you have the Armor Shattered up, and that is great for like these type of long fights where you want to maximize the bleed to just watch them melt. So yeah, the fight's going very well. Like, we're still hitting very hard with our basic attacks, so yeah, like you combine that with the bleed and you have a very, very good long form content character. And I want to see like these numbers at rank 3. Oh my gosh, that must be so dang sick. Like, I think at rank 3 MEDUSA, easily good for Necropolis, easily good for like any future Everest stuff. So this is exciting, man. Like, her getting upgraded, one of the biggest W's of the year. Like, I didn't expect it to happen. I had no idea like that MEDUSA was even in need of a buff, to be honest. I thought she was just like a fine champion, but yeah, this just makes her so much better. And I didn't realize how like MEDUSA was good before the buff, but I didn't realize how much a buff would change this champion. And yeah, we're in the closing moments of this fight. Here he goes for the SP1. I just like avoid that. I go for the relic into the SP2, I'm pretty sure. And check out this damage output. Very, very nice stuff. So many crits, so many bleeds. We got over 100 bleeds in that fight. That is insane. And yeah, the fight is over. Gotta love MEDUSA, right? Such a cool champion, such a fun character, and I think this buff drastically upgraded her. So if you like this buff, you can always just rank up the 6-star, right? Because apparently we're not seeing the 7-star until December. So yeah, I'm excited to see how she plays out like as a 7-star. And let me know your thoughts on 7-star, not 7-star MEDUSA, on the MEDUSA buff, right? Let me know your thoughts on that. I guess 7-star MEDUSA too in the future. And yeah, that's about it for me.